Hello everyone, let's check the sound. Guys, any feedback? Thank you very much. Welcome. And then I see more and more partners are joining. More than 600 people. I know that many people are watching this on YouTube. Let's move on to the next slide. Yes, this is me, Maria Antonenko, and we are going to talk about our wonderful project, Crypto Unit Blockchain and Unitex, which is a unit exchange. And let's move on to the next slide at once. Okay, then conversion of CRU to World CRU is in full swing. The first attempt to launch the conversion was taken on the 8th of April, and two major errors were identified back then. And the first error made by the programmers when they were developing this product, conversion of CRU to World CRU, is that the commission was charged not in relation to each transaction, but from the bottom. So a person wanted to choose one particular transaction in the middle for $5, and instead they had the commission of $1 was charged on top. So people paid more than they should have. And the same thing, and the second thing that people identified was incorrect schedule. Those who converted on the 8th of April paid a little bit more than they should have. And there were some frozen balances of CRUs that cannot be exchanged to World CRU. And when this conversion was stopped on the 8th of April, part of the partners were able to click the button convert, and those who converted all of their frozen CRUs, then they faced no issues. Whereas those who wanted to handpick specific packages like older than 365 days and so on, they still had some frozen CRU balances, leftovers from each frozen item. And there is nothing bad about it. I mean, your tokens didn't disappear. They just are frozen and will unfreeze according to the established schedule that we had. There will be a specific unfreezing date and they will unfreeze. And of course, some had very little amount of leftovers, like 100 CRUs, 800, some 8,000 CRUs, but there are some leaders with big structures, with big volumes, and their leftovers had like more than 1 million CRUs. And of course, we're not going to leave that issue unattended. Now the main wave of conversion will pass. Starting from the 19th of April, everything was working fine. So those who converted their CRUs for the first time, everything was fine, except the leaders who had a lot of different frozen items. And we didn't really expect that there would be such a situation that some leaders would have more than 1,000 different frozen items. So like small or medium CRU packages. So before we launched the conversion, I was personally sure that CRU token points in the back office were accrued either at the moment of the purchase of the EIP algorithm 1 or under the marketing plan. And the movement from the certificate account to the share account happened once a month. And I honestly thought that it's like 2 years of crypto unit program, it's 24 months. Then surely there would be no more than 24 gift packages according to algorithm 2. And what we were horrified to find out that in January 2020, something went wrong, and gift CRUs under algorithm 2 on the 15th of January 2020, 16th of January 2020 were accrued from each purchase. And it shouldn't have happened. How it happened on the side of the back office, I don't really know what was the accrual mechanism to the certificate account. Maybe it broke or something. Maybe it was as a result of the promotion. And when we were looking into our leaders' cases, we saw that on the 15th of January, there were like 100,000 packages, 2,000 or 100 packages, 2,000 CRUs each. So I don't remember what happened in January. I think it was some kind of a promotion, and people bought quite a lot of different products and packages, and that contained CRU points, and those accruals under the marketing plan took place like every hour, every minute, depending on the purchases inside the structure. And of course, blockchain, the smart contract, was not designed to process such large numbers of frozen items, like more than 1,000. And when such a leader tries to convert all of them, then a lot of CPU is needed, the computational power, and their conversion couldn't take place. So they had to split like every single column to make sure that they have like at least 100 items in one batch, not certainly 1,000. But we all know our top leaders, and there are not so many of them, like 20, 30 leaders per country. And those who will have those issues with conversion, we will help them do that manually. As for the rest of the partners, well, you are in a standard situation. Everything should go fine in your case. When I was preparing these slides, 9.3 billion, 9.3 billion CRUs have been converted. As of today, more than 10 billion CRUs have been converted into world CRUs. And this is really, really cool that we have this opportunity to turn our CRUs into security tokens, world CRU. And let's go to the next slide, and we will go through the main points for those who have not yet performed their conversion. So what you need to do first is to refresh Frozen. You click a button there, and then you refresh balances too. And you have to wait when the refresh Frozen function calculates all of your items. Some of you will have 5, some of you will have 50, some of you will have 1,000 frozen items. But wait for the counter to count all the frozen items, or we'll show you the unfrozen items if the some of the tokens have been frozen. And then you click refresh balances, and only then you go to the next step, step 2. Could you please go to the next slide? And then what you have to do is to add CPU, which is computational power. If you have few frozen items, then maybe 4 UNTBs that were allocated to you at the creation of the wallet will be enough. But if you have a lot of frozen items, then you'd better add UNTBs, stake UNTBs, to add computational power to your wallet, which we call CPU. And the next step would be for you to buy more RAM, which is our lingo for memory. So we basically staked UNTB to get CPU, and then RAM. And here you can move the slider to see what kind of tokens you want to convert depending on their unfreezing schedule. Some people say those that are older than 365. Other people say all of them. Well, it's up to you. It depends on what kind of strategy you have and how many different tokens you want to keep, whether it's CRU, World CRU, and so on. Because after all, World CRU security token has way better promises, way better future than utility tokens, CRUs. And maybe today you saw the news in the chats, there was news about the accruals under the loyalty program bonus, under the loyalty program. And it was announced that loyalty program bonuses will be accrued against World CRU tokens. Why so? In the back office, the CRU points that you can see there, like historical statistics, the balances in the back office and the balances in the blockchain do not match. Someone converted CRUs into World CRUs. Someone moved them to a different wallet. Someone sold. Someone exchanged. So all people have different situations, and to accrue loyalty program bonus to the back office of crypto unit, it would be totally incorrect, because people don't have those CRUs anymore in the amount that they have on the blockchain, in the amount they can see in their back office. And loyalty program bonuses, as we said, will be accrued against your amount of World CRU. So it's 5% of the sales volume. That's what loyalty program bonus means. So in the Academy of Private Investing, we have still installments left, where people are still paying their installments, payments for the CRU packages that they bought, and there will be bonuses accrued under the VIP within the VIP club. And if we're talking about the sales of World CRU token sales, so this is the sales volumes from which 5% go as bonuses under the loyalty program. And if UGPay group sells only World CRU tokens, then legally they cannot pay for any other token or against any other tokens under the loyalty program, only against World CRU. If you haven't yet read this piece of news, please do, and make your choice whether you want to sell your CRUs, then you keep them, because yes, I'm sure many people are not satisfied with the price, and we will talk about it later, but still there is an opportunity to sell your security tokens, CRUs, and you can do it. But if you don't want to receive dividend income from the World CRU, you can keep CRU tokens, sell them, and then forget all about it. But if you want to continue developing with us, then you can convert your CRUs into World CRUs and start receiving your bonuses under the loyalty program and in future dividend income. But again, this is not an obligation. This is your choice. And that's why we're giving you all the information in advance for you to make an informed choice. Nobody is forcing you to do anything, to take this or that action. You are all adults, after all. You are here to receive information, and you have tokens, crypto units, and you can convert them into World CRU. You can do it. You may not do it. You can stake unlocked CRUs and receive UNTBs. But what can we observe right now is that 1.5 billion unlocked CRUs are staked to receive UNTBs, and 10 billion World CRUs are staked also to receive UNTBs. Then the question is, who is going to receive more UNTBs? Those people who converted all of their CRUs and staked them for the sake of UNTBs, or those who kept CRUs and staked them to receive also UNTBs. So that's, and people are asking why the yield of UNTBs decreased so much. Because people had 9 times more frozen tokens than unfrozen. So literally, when did our unfreezing start? In March last year, 1% for 6 months, then 1.5% for another period. So until March 2021, people overall had 10-12% unlocked CRUs. And accordingly, 90% were frozen CRUs. And when people exchanged them into world CRUs, 10 billion of them, and staked them, those who staked world CRU to receive UNTBs, they had an increase in the yield of UNTBs, and those who staked their unlocked CRUs to receive UNTBs, their yield has decreased. So the tables have turned here. People who converted their CRUs into world CRUs now have an increased yield in UNTBs. Here, I would like to talk to you about the commissions. Lots of partners are asking why they showed us originally this like overall commission table. If you have 10 million, then you pay $100. If you have one 10 million item, then yes, you will pay $100, USDUs in this case. But if, as in the case of many leaders, you had gifted CRUs accrued under the marketing plan, the smart contract cannot pull them together, because every item has its own accrual date, its own unfreezing date. And moreover, those gift CRUs were given for free. So everything that was accrued under the marketing plan as a gift for attending events, if you remember, people who went to Eventy received gift tokens. In January 2020, there were like 10% given as a gift. For all those gifts, nobody paid money. It was tokens given for free. Now, when we are moving to World CRU, converting them World CRU, all those commissions go to the UGPay group company. It's their revenue. So if a partner never paid for those gift CRUs, then in order to buy World CRUs, they have to pay. And if you go and take a look at the blockchain today, the UGPay group wallet, it has more than $700,000 received for the conversion. And we're going to report on that money before the Securities and Exchange Commission that this many World CRUs were sold. And this is the amount of money raised in the process of the sales of World CRU tokens. So guys and ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to think that the company is profiting off you. The commissions are really small compared to how much World CRU token costs, and people who buy it through the back office of UGPay pay 35 to 50 cents a piece, a token, whereas we have the opportunity to exchange like 10 million CRUs for just like $100 or $1 you pay for each frozen item. And of course, in the near future, Andre at the summary webinar, will announce that the commission for conversion will increase eventually. And we always said that the conversion of CRU into World CRU will be 1-to-1, one CRU token per one World CRU token, but the commission, the one that you pay in USDU, will eventually increase depending on the market exchange rate of CRU and World CRU. And we did some math and find out that even if we make the commission of 1 cent for the conversion of CRU into World CRU, it is sold by UGPay company at 50 cents. But if we take the commission for the conversion at 1 cent per each token, then for 10 million tokens, you'll have to pay $10,000. So those people who are complaining for paying $5 extra, guys, you don't realize your happiness right now, your luck. Everyone will get a chance to exchange, to convert their tokens at those small commissions, but eventually from calendar quarter to calendar quarter, when the company reports to the SEC, the commission will increase. Of course, you will know that from the 1st of June or June, the commission will double up. So you have to do your math, whether it is more profitable for you to do conversion right now or wait for something to unfreeze first and they can then convert. We will still give you all the information in advance to think it over, get ready, and then make your decision. Of course, well, people in the chat are writing that it's better to do it now. Yes, sure. The faster or the sooner you convert, the sooner you will get your first unfrozen World CRU tokens, security tokens, your digital shares. Of course, you can wait for 1 more month, and then someone will have their World CRUs unfrozen, and yours will be unfrozen a month later. And then, as I said, the commission for conversion will gradually increase. Let's move on. Yeah, we are paying the commission by clicking on the arrow against each transaction. And my recommendation, and I specifically recorded video tutorial for you, we did it in PDF as well. You don't have to send money from the exchange, the USDU, into that interchange account. So if in your wallet you don't have USDUs, you will have like a message popping up, send $1 to the account interchange. Well, you cannot send $1 from the exchange. The minimum withdrawal amount from the exchange is 50 USDU plus 1 USDU commission. And when people give me screenshots that they try to withdraw an amount from the exchange to the interchange account, like in the amount of $1, I'm surprised. How could they even create such an order on the exchange? Because the minimum withdrawal amount is 50 USDU.
The easiest way is to top up your wallet. You can use the same 50 USDU to start with, pay a part of the commission. You see that you need extra USDU, and from your exchange, you transfer another 50 or 100 together so that you can pay for all these conversions. From the exchange, you transfer to your wallet USDU. If you're not verified at the exchange yet, you may buy from your partners USDU. We have peer-to-peer exchange chats, and those who have this entrepreneurial spirit, who are active partners, they have already topped up their wallets with USDU and will be delighted to sell some to you for euro, US dollars, other national currencies. But to carry out peer-to-peer transactions and exchanges, please be careful so that you are not cheated, or do it via your leaders, but most safely to make a transfer to your wallet from the exchange. Someone is asking, sell me 20 US dollars. I believe quite quickly you will find one wishing to do it. Well, and in the end, as soon as you make all the payments, you press refresh balance, you see your world CIUs in your wallet on the main page. Many people stay in the tag conversion and don't understand what's the next step. So go to the dashboard, the main page of the wallet with all your tokens there. So press refresh balance and you see that your world CIUs are in your wallet. And we go to step 7, that is staking. Here we have staking, stake world CIU for UNTB, and you slide this slider 100% as 100% of 100% world CIUs you have on stock, you stake them to earn UNTBs. Look, for UNTB, there is good statistics, interesting statistics. When we started this conversion of CIU into world CIU and partners started buying RAM, additional memory for their wallets, and started to stake UNTB to improve the computational power of their wallet, the cost of the opening of the new wallet doubled. So if you remember, in the end of March, we created an opportunity to generate wallets for partners from outside. At that time, it costed 230, 290 UNTBs to create a wallet, whereas today for them, it costs from 400 to 420 UNTBs. These UNTBs are sold at the exchange at 1 cent, and 420 UNTBs is 4 US dollars. So to open your wallet, you must invest 4 US dollars. The more partners we have, active partners on our blockchain, and buy extra RAM, the more expensive it will be to open the wallet and the more UNTBs will be staked. Today, I believe there are few of us on blockchain, 960,000 accounts, whereas the number of active users who are quite well about the wallets, transfers tokens and buy RAMs, we have only 200,000 active people who generated keys from their MyCryptoUnit back office. Maybe now the statistics has been improved, more partners we have. But for the time being, 4 US dollars is not expensive if to compare with EOS, because to open a wallet there is from 7 to 9 years, and EOS itself costs 7-8 US dollars. We want to open a wallet on EOS, then we will pay about 70-80 US dollars. This is our prospect, and I believe that in a year we will catch up with EOS, because on EOS-based blockchain there are 2.5 million wallets accounts, whereas we have about 900,000. So there is little left so that we catch up with EOS, and then our utility token will cost the same, will cost almost the same as EOS cost. Well, in terms of this magic green button for World CRU token holders in UGPay group, I want to please you. So the migration is complete of World CRU tokens onto the blockchain. A few hours before my webinar, this migration, this transfer was complete. What does it mean for you as partners? Those partners who had a wallet in the crypto unit back office and those partners who bought World CRU tokens in UGPay back office, these World CRUs have already been added to your existing wallets. If you go, there are those who have already converted CRU into World CRU, and these World CRUs are staked, whereas the new World CRUs in your balance, coming to your balance, they are frozen, they are not staked. You may go and see that you have new World CRUs, frozen World CRUs, and you may stake them as well. Those partners who had no wallet on blockchain from the crypto unit back office, these partners of UGPay group, hopefully tomorrow this green magic button will be active. If not tomorrow, then the latest date is Monday. 7 p.m. Moscow time, we completed the process of migration and we didn't sum up and verify the balances, but the team said that all the World CRUs are already on blockchain. If you had your wallet, go and have a look. If not, then we will ask the IT team to activate this button tomorrow, but Monday the latest. This is a good piece of news for UGPay group partners. So I read in the chat that lovely surprise to see that today our World CRU on blockchain. That's true. Well, exchange news. Wow. Holy cow, this our exchange. Dear friends, look, we read your feedback, your comments about the exchange. And we actually are worried and upset about everything bad happening to our partners at the exchange. And we understand that for many of you, it's a torture. You are tortured with verification or deposits or withdrawals or order cancellation. You may not press this button so that your order is canceled, or there is no withdrawal into the fiat global unit pay payment system. And this week, starting from Monday, the IT team that is providing technical support and maintenance to the exchange and the development of all this technical stuff. You remember in January, February, I was in Vilnius, Lithuania, before the exchange was launched. And you know, when the IT team is controlled and they understand that they must do it here and now, they worked very well. But as soon as I left, they all felt relaxed, and we are trying to make them keep up with this intensive pace of work like they did in January, February. And starting from Monday, we started to have Zoom sessions with this IT team daily. and giving them 5 assignments, these 5 issues, so that we identified 5 blocks of troubles so that they are remedied and fixed. Well, verification problem. And to my information, throughout this week, over 3,000 people verified. Additional people were added to the teams to speed up the process of verification. Deposit related problem. As they explained why it's difficult to make your deposit. For instance, Ethereum blockchain or Bitcoin blockchain, today the commissions are high. And when our partners from Binance or from their wallets transfer deposits, they have ordinary commission, and this transfer is stuck in mempool. The transaction seems to be performed, but it didn't reach the exchange wallet yet, and this money could not be topped up. The same applies to withdrawal. Since for one transaction today, Bitcoin blockchain charges 58, even 60, 65 US dollars, whereas we, for withdrawal from the exchange, charge 28 US dollars. And this team accumulates withdrawal orders to put them into a batch of transactions so that we save on commissions and the exchange doesn't pay extra and does not overcharge the clients. And it is slowed down because there are not so many partners, and to make a batch of 200 transactions, sometimes it takes 2 days. And we tell them, guys, we may not withdraw Bitcoins and Ethereums in 2 days because you try to save on commissions, but partners eventually don't understand why they get a letter. Congratulations, your withdrawal is confirmed, but the withdrawal is in practice is not executed. How can you send a letter, congratulations, but the withdrawal is not done? But we are sitting and waiting for a batch of 200 transactions to be compiled. And the solution is not easy. They say that we are a small exchange. We will increase commission for your partners. We are not Binance. And in Bitcoin blockchain, it is at least 60, whereas we charge from our partners 30, then let's make it a headache of partners. They will pay 60 US dollars for each transaction. Will they like it or not? We don't know. And each day we have these phone calls trying to find some silver lining or golden middle so that withdrawals do not take 2-3 days. With years, there were problems with the withdrawal, and CPU we ran out of CPU. And if you faced it when there is no CPU, wallet is not functional. And at the exchange, it has a lot of transactions. CPU is over. The EOS should have been staked. They neglected this. It may happen at night or at weekend. And only when partners started to send emails to the support team complaining that EOS deposits are stuck, IT team noticed this, that there is no CPU left. And it's clear that this team seems to be experienced, but they have the expertise in development. And the difference between the technical support team and the development team: operational support team that is promptly to respond, with developers live in their own universe world. They are not in a hurry to develop anything. They may not live in the regime of urgent readiness for some unexpected things. Quite rather, they are absent minded, very slow minded. They even speak slowly. These IT guys, sometimes I really get very irritated when we have our phone calls with them because they explain their ideas in a slow way. Blockchain, there is the high commission, and this is my headache. I cannot resist and stand this. We want everything to be perfect and ideal. But as they announced that the problem of the order cancellation has been fixed, it should be fine now. And there are about 7 partners who contacted support team with their screenshots and emails, which orders, explaining which orders could not be cancelled, and IT team should have canceled these orders manually. We also ask them to make a system of tickets so that the partners don't send their applications to our email, but to the ticket system. It will take another 2-3 weeks, I believe. Well, fiat withdrawal to the payment system global unit pay. Tomorrow, we are having another meeting, and tomorrow they are to present a test version of these functionalities for the withdrawal from the exchange of US dollars and euro to the global unit payment system. Again, it will be presented on a test server. We will have a look, test it with real money, with our own accounts. And if everything runs smoothly, money is transferred to the payment system, then the production version will be ready in another 2-3 days. But if it is a failure, then they will take another week, more or less, to fix all the troubles. So you complain that EOS or Ethereums are not received, or withdrawal is not executed, although you got your confirmation letter. And for this reason, we made up the Google Doc form so that we can find everything that is lost. Nothing is lost, but I understand how nervous you are and upset you are when you contact support team and getting no replies. Yes, you feel really upset and disappointed, and the girls in the chats will give you a link to this Google Doc form for those partners of the exchange who topped up and withdrew some funding and you didn't receive some payments. I know that there was a mess with memo by some partners when you deposited in USDU, CIU. So when you indicated a wrong memo and transaction was sent to the exchange with this funding was not accrued to your account. So indicate or highlight this problem, and this Google Doc form will be forwarded to the IT team so that they handle all these, and all these amounts are accrued to your accounts in the exchange. And look, the withdrawal, we detected a lot of errors when incorrect addresses are indicated. For instance, you want to withdraw Bitcoin, whereas you indicate your Ethereum wallet address, or you want to withdraw in USDU and indicate Ethereum wallet address, USDT. There is USDT on Ethereum-based blockchain. It's not our USD. we have USDU on CryptoUnit blockchain. To withdraw UNTB CRU, you are to indicate the CryptoUnit wallet, but not ERC, or some even try to carry out withdrawal to indicate their bank card. Look, you withdraw stablecoin, cryptocurrency. You may not withdraw it to the bank card. When we talk about blockchain wallet, the address of the wallet on CryptoUnit blockchain is 12 symbols, whereas Bitcoin wallet either starts with 1 or 3, and there are another 32 symbols. Ethereum-based wallet starts with 0, small x, and a lot of symbols, signs. We studied all this at our kickstart webinars on blockchain, and quite likely it's high time to resume the basic course on blockchain, because when 1 year ago you got the theory, you may not understand clearly what you will face. When you started to use it in practice, you see you are simply trying, making some attempts and failures. And the withdrawal in Ethereum for this, they accumulate, IT team accumulates 200 transactions into one batch. So they don't carry out each transaction separately, and until they accumulate a batch of 200 transactions, the withdrawal is not done. So on average, it is done once or twice a day. And for you, it may seem too slow. If you withdrew on Friday, but Sunday, Saturday are weekdays, then the withdrawal is eventually carried out only on Monday, whereas people are waiting starting from Friday, 4 days past. And quite likely the Tallinn team, Tallinn management will go to Vilnius quite soon for 1-2 months to improve the work of the development team, so that they become the fast response troop rather than the developers as creeks and doing something, developing something. Well, the Google Doc form will be, the link could be found either in our chat box or in our Telegram or WhatsApp chats. So the Google Doc form for you to get the funding lost. So please fill it in and we will find the funding you lost. Next slide, please.
I guess this is it. And we're going to have a summary webinar. And we didn't have time to do the slides. We'll have on the 8th of May, the summary webinar. We wanted to do it on the first Saturday, which is the 1st of May, but in Russia, it is a day off, and many former USSR countries, it is a day off. People will go on vacation, will leave their places, go into the countryside, and there will be a summary webinar on the 8th of May and the closed webinar on the 15th of May. So this is it. This is your tentative dates, or better established dates. So there will be a report on the exchange by the director of the exchange. So if you want to meet that person, ask questions to the director of the Estonian company Unitex, Unitex, then do come to the webinar on the 8th of May. And See you later. Bye bye.